All right. Hey, everybody. So excited to talk to you tonight. My name's Chris Rosencrans, and I am a Diamond Senior Silver Ambassador. Kind of excited. I don't know if everybody here knows that, but once you hit the top rank of the company, it doesn't just stop there, you guys. It doesn't just stop. There are thousands of people that we still get to share with, more people that need this business, more people that need these products, and you can do it all over again. So all of you people that are at silver, senior silver, gold, I feel you. I understand because I'm having those same types of things again, and it never ends. So it's just really exciting that we have the opportunity with this company. It makes us very, very, very different. So I've been doing this for 7 years. I've shared my story many times and absolutely love what we do here. But I just wanted to share something a little different with you guys tonight. So I have to admit that I did struggle a little bit with what I was going to do this team call on, or what I was going to call it. Usually I'm a pretty positive person, and it's really important for me to stay positive. And that includes in like how I do trainings and present information or whatever. And I think most of you know that about me too. But to be honest, there's been a lot of conversations just over the years, but even more so lately, that I just started thinking about some of the things that I was hearing from different people on our bigger team, Sideline Sisters, different events that we've been to, questions people ask. We get inbox messages, talking to my team and other teams. And so about 2 months ago, I jotted down on a piece of paper, just like a pad of paper that I have on my desk, and jotted down this list, kind of a rough draft. And that these are all things that I was just thinking, these are things that I didn't do to get myself to Diamond. And so I just felt, I've been praying over it. I've been reading it and rereading it. I've put it in the drawer. I've laid it on top. I've read it again. And I've even talked to some dear friends that are on our teams and just said, I don't know, what do you think? Is this something that would be meaningful? And they all said yes. So you guys get to hear this list tonight. And I just really hope that it's empowering for you and impactful. It may hurt a little bit. So just wanted to let you know that, just be ready. But I say this out of love and just total respect for what we have here and for what you guys are all doing. So if you're finding yourself in a place where you're wondering if you really can do this, I'm sitting here in front of you to tell you, yes, absolutely you can. But there's definitely some things that you need to stop doing that will get you there, just as much as the things that you should be doing. All right, so here goes. Number 1, stop wondering how long it's going to take. God has a plan, you guys. He's already there. He's already gone before you. You've listened to your friend, or maybe even a complete stranger who's shared this awesome thing with you. You said yes. You've had amazing results, or you're waiting and you're in that place of taking your products and you're like totally sold on it. You've had just a little twinge of change, but you have hope. Your friends have had amazing results, or you've read testimonies of people who have had amazing results. You've heard the rags to riches stories. And if you haven't, then you need to right now go and watch, or not right now, after this call, go watch some Diamond Docs. Because it's going to blow you away at how many diamonds are truly just normal people like you, people like me. People who were broke and sick and needed something to change. You've made the decision to share this with anyone and everyone. You're doing all the things, but you're struggling with how long it's taking. I have to tell you, never once did I wonder that. Never once. I never asked God or my upline or my sidelines or my downlines or my family members how long this was going to take. I never put a time limit on this, saying if it doesn't happen in X amount of months or years or whatever, then I'm not going to do this anymore. Not once. What we have here is gold. And I knew that right away, not just because I could tell that the products were doing something for my health, but there was a lot of factors that came into that. And I'll bring up some of those things here soon too. But what we have here, it's the basics of true health and root healing. And this is from somebody who didn't know a ton about all of that. I had to learn, just like all of you. Supplements take time. Building a business from the ground up takes time. I was not a business owner. I had no idea how to start a business, you guys. I was a PE teacher, an elementary PE teacher. I did not know anything about how to build a business. You know, people are fickle. And not everyone has the same amount of grit and go get it like you or I do. But I know that there are more people out there like us who do. And the ones who don't just don't know enough yet. Stop wondering how long it's going to take. Don't put a time limit on something that God took so many years to bring into your life. He will complete this plan when it's the right time and place and when you have the right people on your team. Our dreams don't have to have a time limit unless you stop dreaming. So stop wondering how long it's going to take. Keep doing the next right thing. Do all the things that we've asked you to do. Share with the next person, troubleshoot with your customers and your team members, go to events, schedule sip and sees, make phone calls. All you have to do is keep saying yes, and God will supply the time frame. Trust him and trust the process. Number 2, stop worrying what people think. It doesn't matter what you do. Everyone is going to always have an opinion about it. It's not your job to please man. It's your job to do what you're called to do. If you feel as though you've been led here, then there's a reason for that. What we have here is meant for every man, woman, and child, young and old. And until every person has this plexus sitting in their cupboards or on their counters, we have a job to do. We have the best products with the best comp plan and the best community. What you're doing here is different. It's good and it has purpose, and it's breaking chains that people have carried for years and years. That is why we share. We don't share to please people. We're not worried about that part. We're here to set them free. Yes, you're going to get naysayers. You're going to get the people that talk back, the people who think this is a scam. But we have thousands of people that are on the other side who know or are open to the truth. That's who we're here for. We're here for them. If I had to let the first negative message, or if I had let the first negative message affect my business, you guys, I would have quit before I even drank my first pink drink. I made a decision from day one to trust my friend who I knew wouldn't lie to me, and told those people that I'm going to learn as I go and see where this takes me. Can you imagine if I had let those and all the messages along the way stop me or any other leader on this team? None of y'all would be here. Okay, none of us would be here. So stop worrying what the crowd is saying. Trust your sponsor and your upline, because we have the best. And stop letting others dictate how you should live your life and how you should dream your dreams. All right, speaking of trusting your upline, all right, this leads us to number 3. I do have the blessing of being under one of my very best friends. Sally Boss and I did a lot of life before Plexus. I knew her heart and how genuine she was. I knew her struggles, and I spent a lot of time living life with her family. But honestly, I was still a skeptic until I wasn't. When we decided to say yes to Plexus, I knew that she wouldn't have posted this stuff every day if it wasn't true and if she really didn't believe in it. I do remember thinking when I was reading some of these posts and she was talking about the different people she was meeting and you know, getting connected to, I do remember thinking, well, who are these people? Like, you know, I haven't met these people. I can't touch or see or whatever. But I also immediately thought, I flipped that thought around and I thought, well, if Sal is sharing these testimonies, then it must be real. She would not lead me down the wrong path. I didn't doubt her. I believed her. And that was a choice. So I kept on listening and believing and trusting her all the way to Diamond. It took me a while to think that I needed to be plugged in. It took me a while to think that I was even going to be a Diamond, you guys. It took me a long time to think that I could reach out to people and that following up with people would work. But Once I did, once I listened, once I took her advice and I kept doing all of these things, I knew that these things, I would get better at them. I knew they were important. I knew that I would grow. And oh my, it's just a huge gift. This is where I've met some of my dearest friends. I've heard their hearts. I've cried with them. I've laughed with them. And I learned to trust that this truly is what we say it is. And not once did I ever not trust Sal or Sue or Jamie or the rest of our leaders here in Pink Power, wondering if they have my best interests at heart or if they really knew what they were talking about. I did have to learn, and there was times, like I said, that I was skeptical, but I did still trust that they knew what they were talking about. I was probably more skeptical that this was something that I could do, but I did trust that they knew what they were doing. They've already done all of these things. They were asking me to do them too, because they knew that it worked. Was it scary? Yes. It still can be scary. Most of the time I'm sitting here sweating, even now, doing team calls. Right now I'm not, because it's kind of cold in our basement, but there's plenty of times that I'm still nervous. I still get shaky. My voice wavers, or I say the wrong thing, or I mess up things. But you guys, even in that, you trust and you keep going. Okay. So if you're doubting, if you're not sure, if they're trustable people that your sponsor, your upline knows what they're talking about, you need to stop thinking those things. They did not get to where they are without doing the things that they're asking you to do. So keep doing the dang things. Trust them that you need to be on the calls. You need to be posting every day. You need to be messaging people. You need to be putting your biz out there. You need to be going to all the events, because it builds belief and excitement. And it shows you that we're all real people who really want the best for you. Trust your upline and keep doing all the things that they're telling you to do. Number 4, stop doing your own thing. You guys, this has already all been done for you. Like I shared before, we have a huge team of leaders who have paved the way when there really wasn't much more than a grassy path. Going back to trusting that sponsor and upline, if you really think about that, they know what they're talking about. And you need to stay right there and keep doing what needs to be done. Yes, there's a lot of leaders out there, a lot of trainers, a lot of different avenues you can go down, people that have a lot of great ideas. And it's really easy to get sidetracked and see what this person is doing and what that person is doing. When you come right down to it, everyone is doing the basics that we've always been doing. Adding value to people, building relationships, being social on social media, building your network, asking questions, engaging, sharing information, getting on the phone, scheduling meetups, following up a lot, helping people to love our products, share with their family and friends, rinse and repeat. It's not rocket science. It's not shiny and pretty all the time. And sure, it's never a bad thing to look at what you're doing and ask for help if things are not going your way. But I'm going to say it again and again, trust the process, stay on the path, and that consistency and work will pay off. If you keep chasing the next shiny new thing or person or training, you're going to be bombarded with so many different ideas and paths. You're not going to know which one to take. So stick with what we've got, work with your sponsor, and keep going. Number 5. All right, this is a big one. Stop expecting others to do it for you. Go be your own rock star. I realize that we're all busy and we want to find the best and fastest route to our goals and dreams. If you can take control of your business from the start and really own it, you will be setting yourself up for so much more success when you do get those rock stars who are ready to run with you. Like I shared before, the way has been paved. We have so many more tools now than what we ever had, even 7 years ago when I started, and way beyond that. There really wasn't much, you guys. And I know we say that a lot, but seriously, we have systems, we have our guides, we have all these different apps now that, you can put your systems in and you're quicker to get to your keyboard and send those messages out. We've got the Dough app. If you don't know what that is, talk to your sponsor. We've got all these different things now that do streamline what we do, but still the bones of what we do is the same thing. Okay. But you do have to be your own rock star. You have to do this yourself. You can't expect anybody else to do it for you. Even then, back in the day when we didn't have a lot of things, I did my own research. I looked up articles myself rather than asking my sponsor and my upline to do, even though had I asked them for help, they would have helped me. But I'm kind of a doer, you guys, and I want to encourage you to be a doer too. You can look things up online. You can read the books. You can cross-reference articles. You can do all of those things. You can read. The more you read, the more you learn. You can look up ailments, that people are coming to you asking for help with. We've got gut health pages. We've got all these different tools. You can do that stuff on your own. You can watch the videos. You can keep track of what you're doing. I checked myself all the time to see if I was doing what I needed to do to help my business grow. Take personal responsibility for what you're doing. Don't expect anyone else to get you to your goals and your dreams. You keep doing the next right thing. You already know that you have a supportive team with all the information right at your fingertips. You need to own that. You need to do it. It's not up to your upline, your downline, or your sidelines. It's up to you. Number 6, stop thinking you're a failure or that you can't do this or that this is for those other people, not for people like you. Those negative thoughts are exactly what will hold you back. We all have a choice in what we allow ourselves to think and whether or not we're going to believe those thoughts. So don't even let yourself think them or say them. If you say something is hard, guess what? It's going to be hard. If you cheer yourself on and you say you can do something, guess what? You're going to be able to do it. Will it be easy? Probably not, but the more and more you do it, you'll get better. It will get easier. And one day you'll realize that hard thing isn't so hard anymore because you'll have conquered it over and over and over again. If we all just quit everything we did the first time it was hard, there's a whole lot of things we wouldn't be doing right now. I love this analogy, and it's pretty simple, and I think one that most of us can relate to in some way, shape, or form. But if a baby decided to stop getting up to take a step every time she fell down, she would never walk. But she doesn't do that. She gets up, wobbly legs and all, and tries to take another step, falls down, gets up, tries again and again and again until it's easy. And you, as her mom or dad, did you tell her how sorry you were that she fell? Did you tell her, it's okay, you don't have to get up again, you can just crawl? No, you did not do that. You cheered her on every one of those wobbly steps she took. You hugged and kissed her and you danced around the room. Maybe you even shed a tear or two. That is how you need to treat yourself and your own thoughts. Be proud of the hard things that you do. Don't let yourself give up. Get up and do it again and again and again, because I can promise you it will pay off. But you will never know if you decide to quit the first time you failed. The only way to succeed is if you fail and fail a lot at the things to get you there. Fail forward, learn from your mistakes. Don't ever think that you will never be able to do something because you failed. You just haven't tried hard or long enough yet to find success at it, but you will if you keep going. Number 7 is a quick one, but this one I named, don't keep to yourself. So with that, I just mean you need to get plugged in. You need to meet people. You need to learn about your team. You need to be social. You need to host events. You need to go to events. You need to be positive. You need to ask questions, dive into personal growth, actually read the book clubs and share your thoughts and ideas. Don't just get on and not buy the book or whatever, however you want to do it, Audible or the paper version, whatever you want to do. You need to have a growth mindset. We have the best of the best on this team, you guys, the best. And if you don't plug in here, you're really missing out on top level leaders and leadership and learning. Remember that we all started in the same place, so we know and we can relate. Plug in and you will see your biz grow. And number 8, This is the last one. If you want to get to diamond, you've got to quit quitting. Plain and simple. If you've quit or pulled back because someone wrote you a nasty message or spreading rumors about your pyramid scheme, your team isn't working as hard as you'd like them to, your rock star decided this wasn't for her anymore, you decided it's taking too long, you got another no today, someone's ignoring you and not returning your messages, it's not going as fast as you thought it would, or you're going through detox so you don't feel good and you're starting to think maybe these products don't work like I thought they did. There's a lot of reasons that people decide to quit or to pull back. But I hate to tell you, those are things that are going to hold you back from becoming a diamond and achieving your dreams. You have to quit quitting. Victory comes to those who persevere. If you stop and start and stop again, you're slowing down the process of perseverance. You're closing off opportunities that God has in store for you. You're slowing down that train of momentum that you were building speed with, but simply haven't made it to the top of the mountain yet. Your story of grit and perseverance and victory is what's going to help another person get through their struggle. If you keep quitting, you're holding back the opportunity that is already waiting for you. Had I or any jewel or diamond quit every time things got hard, there was a bump in the road, we felt knocked down or defeated, a customer or rock star quit, we wouldn't be where we are right now. The only way to truly fail is to quit. So quit quitting. So friends, do what you know how to do. Learn what you don't know how to do. Believe me when I say to trust the process, and you will reach your goals and dreams too. All right, friends, that's what I got for you. I hope you guys have an awesome night. Thanks for jumping on. We'll see you later.